looking to maybe take that one for himself. He mentioned a pushing lane. Plenty of CC there as well. So it seems like this might just be the pick for them. But otherwise, the victor coming through here for Crown, Gragas for Ambition. Samsung getting everything that they're perfectly comfortable with.
But you got to say, Longzhu also a very standard and also comfortable comp for them. Zyra is someone who can, in the laning phase, help the Jhin push, and in the late game fights, the charge comes in, you ult behind the Kled, and suddenly it's a Kled alone. You can focus him down, goes a DPS build, so it makes sense in the context of the draft. Really interesting to see comfort on both sides, even 10 bans down the line. And that means that really it's going to be on the better team to perform, and I think also the jungling performance, because Renekton does have that advantage over Kled early. When these teams have top lane priority, they very much often go on to win. And when Ambition has to try and mop up Cuvée when he's behind, he starts to make some of those Ambition solo missions that can really cost Samsung Galaxy. So my eyes are going to be on Ambition, on comfort on the Gragas. Because and Khan have done so much work in the top lane, this may very well be decided in that 2v2.
We'll see how the jungle matchup's going to go. Veteran versus rookie, because it's been looking better and better as time goes on, along with the rest of the Longzhu squad, netting themselves potentially into third place if they can come up with a victory here in this match. Let's see if they can do it as we go ahead and get ready to dive in for game number 1. A great way to kick off the day, Samsung Galaxy versus Longzhu Gaming.
2 ganks. We can't see how close BDD is to 6, but probably not too far away.
Well, okay, here we go. Coming through, Cuz coming in from the sideline. Shockwave does come down, and looks like Crown will die. First blood over to Cuz yet again, visiting the mid lane.
But BDD was taking no chances. We were mentioning he's probably a counter pick, per se, as mid lane.
BDD gonna get jumped on. Flash body slam comes through. Cask will knock him into the wall, and the Chaos Storm will go ahead and finish him off.
One more
forward here from Cuz does come up with that kill, so he makes it a 1-for-1. Summoner spells invested on both sides. Even exchange in the end.
Good read by Cuz to be in the mid lane. They knew, of course, Samsung, that BDD had just used a level 1, does more damage on his Q at all points, and R has a buff as well.
Shockwave comes through, drags Crown back in, and Cuz is there for the follow-up. Crown just walking straight into that one in Ambition on the opposite side of the river.
Waiting to see the build path for Prey in this game. BS Sword Start.
Oh, body slam not going to connect. Cuz trying to slow him up here. Dashes back in, has to kick back. BDD's there. Auto attack comes through, picks up the kill. Now Shockwave connecting in onto Crown. Does have the flash still.
Those backs. Longzhu want this mid lane turret right now.
Yeah, they're just going to be pushing him away. Cuvée is here to try to back him up. It seems like they'll just be able to force this one out. So first prick going over to the flash forward. Finds the stun onto Crown. They go in with a resonating strike, and Cuz has another kill for himself. 100% kill participation, 4-0-1 on the Lee Sin, and Longzhu's not done yet. They're looking for more.
Have to play through the strength of their top laner. Didn't even need that as bot lane. CoreJJ, they're turning on to the Jhin.
That's going to be the last shot coming through. Does find Gorilla even after he flashes. So Ruler able to answer one here. Puts another kill on the board for Samsung. 2-5 in that regard, but down significantly in gold at the moment. Not in a position really to try to get onto this turn.
We were casting it yesterday.
Oh, but I had such fun watching it all the same.
Oh,
same
baby,
time.
that's no fun.
Okay, Gorilla, he'll just get popped up, gets taken down. Curtain call coming through here for
He's going to hit all these, isn't he?
Can he get this?
Ooh.
No, can't quite bend the bullet around Ruler. He will body block this, but now BDD is in the vicinity. Winter's Bite not going to connect. Flashes in. You see the damage coming in onto Ruler. Jukes back on the deadly flourish, but one final movement will take him down. BDD
here
does
comes the
come up with
cavalry.
kill, and now the pinch is really coming through. Ambition gonna get jumped on. Still has the explosive cast. Will toss it out. Saves CoreJJ's life.
And Longzhu invests a lot of people and get nothing in the top side or the mid. Victor pushing in mid, Kled pushing in top. They're gonna get this one turret, try and make more happen with the Rift Herald.
Gonna try to go ahead and interrupt this one at the top side. Rift Herald goes through, gets the charge.
Stack, you're right, there are things, but on the side of BDD, he is decked with items.
Has been looking great.
Oh,
coming in here,
baby!
kicks him to the side. Deadly flourish there, perfectly lined up to get that final root. And now, one more shot. Not quite going to finish off CoreJJ, but Gorilla is there to scoop it up. And just like that, Longzhu put 2 more on the board, 3-8. Looking for more, and he can't even himself. We'll get another look at this one.
Just watch the replay here. So he flashes over both of the ultimate and the Q. No way for CoreJJ to anticipate he would flash the Winter's Bite. Gets in there, Prey hits every shot, as always, on the Jhin, and holy crap, man. Longzhu can do this against anyone, although...
That's going to be Cuz getting jumped on. Concussive blows will be proc. Dashes to the side. but it will get locked down in the end. Chaos Storm ticking away as Crown pushes in. They will kill Cuz, handing him his first death, getting that shutdown going over as Core JJ claims the final hit.
The greedy recall was his undoing finally. Achilles
trying to pinch down in onto Khan.
And open up onto Ruler though.
Up. First shot connects. Can they find more? Second, third, not gonna hit. Does go wide, and Khan almost winning this 1v2. Goes back in, turns it around. Does make it a 1-for-1 as he takes down Crown yet again, burning out both of his summoner spells and still dying. In the meantime, Longzhu breaking open the base of Samsung, get rid of that inhibitor in the top side of the map. And now they can just go ahead, back off.
We're going to get to see this again. We didn't watch the full engage. Moment the Crown started walking in, which was always going to be an attempted all-in from the side of Samsung Galaxy. So much damage on Khan, low levels on Crown. The turn as he died, one tick of the Dominus and the W enough to get them.
And Cuz seems like he's going to be the target. Bear trap on a rope, does find him, they lock him in. He goes down, Chaos Storm in onto Gorilla, pops him out. We'll see if Longzhu can turn this one around as Khan's still very far forward in the front lines. Only takes about half of his HP and damage. Another curtain call gets opened up here by Prey. Finding his shots in onto Ambition. Final one connecting in onto Cube, 666 damage. Will chunk him out. It's going to be that 2-for-1 in favor of Samsung. They hold on to the inhibitor.
Yeah, Longzhu got greedy. The ultimate missed, and Samsung realized this is the best chance we're ever going to have in this game of not just dying due to super minions from multiple waves, making us have no good options. Gorilla gets popped. He's on Zyra. That part makes sense. But Victor goes down. Renekton buys a lot of time. Sure, it's not a whitewash of Longzhu, but it was a good decision from Samsung to make the best of what is clearly a bad situation.
It's still just a feel-bad moment for Crown here. Two connect, and the Slice and Dice takes him out to safety. Now Cube maybe in the spot of bother as the stun comes through. Deadly Flourish. They'll lock him in. They'll kick him back. He goes big, but he gets hopped off of Scarl, and he goes down to the end as Prey finds the kill. Ruler with the ace in the hole will not find the connection and has to go ahead and back off from that one. Longzhu will just peel back, pick up this Baron as he spawns.
Yeah, it's a freebie for the side of Longzhu game. They turn onto the Baron. No reason for anyone from Samsung to walk up. They have no chance of picking up the steal. Baron buff on top of all the buffs. They even picked up an Inferno earlier to amp up the damage from Prey, who, just like all the means that Prey will get that inhibitor.
One down, now just rotating back up towards the mid side. Waves very far away in the top lane, so he can't really pressure that one out, but now Prey's going to open up with the curtain call, trying to find the shots in on the Ruler. Finds the second, third on the Cuvée, fourth and final. Where is it going to go? Just going to go ahead and hit one of the tanks, so just kind of scraping at the armor, won't find much, but now Baron empowered minions being moved into the bottom side of the map, soon to be super creeps. As those work their way down the lane, and the rest of Longzhu goes over Prey, trying to crit these ones out. Shockwave gonna come through in Ambition's the first one to fall, despite the flash being used. He's gonna go down. Does just take quite a bit of damage. Stays alive at least for the moment, and the rest of the squad is just piling in. The turret falls, two members dead, Ruler and Crown both taken out. Cube going down as well for 4 as Core JJ, the lone member of Samsung, will limp his way back into the fountain. But Longzhu, they want the finish right here, 37.5 minutes. 15-8 and a massive gold lead for them. They will close out game 1, and they look so very strong to move into that third place spot over KT Rolster.
And we've been trying to ground our expectations of this young Longzhu roster every time they hit the rift. They lose to some of the top teams. How will they rebound against the bottom teams? Well, 2-0 victories pretty consistently. Increasingly, when they get these hard matchups, they shape up, they play smartly. We see the same Longzhu against Samsung that we saw weeks ago in some of the easier matchups for them against, say, MVP or Rocks Tigers. Cuz was the star of this game. His game on the Lee Sin, really putting his team on his back. Huge start meant the Crown could never get items. Those late game team fights where they should have been able to stall with Caitlyn Victor, some of the biggest